Greetings, fellow Slayers. Well, our look at Buffy Season 6 now continues on with, once more, with feeling. Buffy's patrolling in a cemetery at night, but there's something wrong with her and the demons and vampires she meets. They are all singing and dancing. Buffy thinks about her life after resurrecting and the way she feels detached from it. She snubs the man held captive by the demon and 3 vampires she slays. The following morning, the Scoobies ran out of the magic box to find out such things have happened to them all. They suddenly burst into song again, first wondering what could possibly be the cause for this, including a novel idea about bunnies Anya sings, and then, guided by Buffy, assert their ability to deal with it together. They further know that such has happened to them. All the people in Sanity are forced to sing about their inner feelings, as a group nearby performs about cleaning mustard out of a shirt. Willow and Tara leave the discussion to enjoy the day, and Tara sings a love song to Will about the difference she's made in her life, which leads them to their bedroom. Somewhere else, at night, a man uncontrollably tap dances on the street until spontaneously combusts. A demon watches him and calls it entertainment. In the morning in Xander's apartment, he and Anya sing together about things they wouldn't otherwise, but things they otherwise have never told themselves or each other, namely their fears about their coming marriage. They complain with Giles about the constant singing, and suggest the man who caught on fire was reported on Sunnydale Press, ignoring a woman trying to sing her out of a parking ticket. At night, to investigate current events, Buffy visits Spike on his crypt, where he's forced to sing to her about the torturous nature of their relationship, telling her to stay away from him if she doesn't make a decision about them. When Dawn gets home from school, she talks with Tara, who tells her it looks like a demon is responsible for the singing. Dawn mentions to Tara her recent argument with Willow, an argument Tara can't remember. She remembers the bramble she found in the bedroom that morning and has been worrying and begins to worry that Willow might cast a spell on her and rushes out to check on whether the hunch is right. Dawn, now alone, goes to her stash of stolen goods and puts on the necklace she took from the magic box. She starts singing about her life, but is kidnapped by Sweet's minions, interrupting her song. When Dawn wakes up in the Bronze, she and 3 minions engage in an interpretive dance, which is Dawn's attempt to escape. Suddenly, the demon Sweet arrives, tap dancing, and introduces himself in a song. He mentions his intention of taking her to the underworld and make her his queen, accusing Dawn of summoning him. He also explains that the melodies go on too long, people combust and burn up for the intensity of emotion. Dawn tells him that her sister is the Slayer, so he tells his minions to bring Buffy to him so he can watch her burn. Meanwhile, in the magic box, Giles and Buffy train in case she's expected to fight whatever's causing the singing. Giles says Buffy spoke to Dawn about her misbehavior during Halloween, but Buffy tells him she'd assumed he had sorted it. As Buffy continues her training, Giles sings, unheard by her, a song about his thoughts that his continued presence encourages Buffy to remain emotionally dependent on him. Thus he decides to leave again for good. Tara arrives at the shop, looks up information on the bramble, which confirms that it is used in spells containing memory alteration. Devastated, Tara sings her decision that her relationship with Willow should end. Giles and Tara's songs merge into a duet about how much it hurts to leave, and each knows they cannot possibly stay. They sing as they observe Buffy and Willow respectively, who are distractedly chatting at the shop entrance. Spike suddenly arrives with one of Sweet's henchmen, reveals them that Dawn has been kidnapped. Xander, Anya, Tara, and Willow are eager to help save Dawn, but Giles says that Buffy goes alone. Spike offers to back Buffy up, but she questions why he'd do that after saying he wanted her to stay away from him, so Spike skulks away, trying hopes she and Dawn burn. Buffy leaves alone, once again thinking about her inability to feel, as both the conflicted Spike and the Scoobies express their desire to fight along with her, accompanied by Sweet, who summons them in an ensemble song. Arriving at the Bronze, Buffy starts to sing and dance defiantly, expressing her current condition and the hardships of being the Slayer. Her friends arrive and provide backup dancing with her. Unable to stop singing, Buffy finally versus Sweet and her friends sad. By resurrecting her, they ripped her out of heaven. As her friends react in horror to the admission, she begins dancing wildly to the point of smoking and impending combustion. Spike suddenly arrives and grabs her, interrupting her spin of death. He then concludes the song by singing to her that the only way to heal from her pain is to carry on living. Applauding, Sweet prepares to leave with Dawn and continues to deny that she summoned him. After he points out that she wears his talisman and necklace, Xander confesses that he did it to cheer the mood, but did not expect the implications. This leads Sweet to decide to waive the clause of making Xander his queen. He then puts out a song that, because of all the hidden feelings he caused them to reveal to each other, none can claim it ended well, daring them to say that they are really happy now. After Sweet leaves to Hellsville, the group performs together, questioning how the victory they've achieved and what to do next. Spike leaves the group in the middle of the song, but Buffy goes after him. Behind the bronze, their previous songs merge as they sing to each other. They kiss, the curtains fall, and the chorus swells one last time. Aww. So anyway, let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Tara finds that the will magically made her forget their argument from the previous night. She'll confront her by the next episode, Tabula Rasa. Joseph refers to experiencing singing room service delivery, which is just as he moved out of the Summers house and is living in a hotel. Joseph's Buffy, she spoke to Donna about the incident Halloween from the episode All the Way. Despite never being a part of a real life musical before, Buffy sang along to Curse in the episode Witch. Willow attempted to perform an opera in Nightmares, which was previously played at Espresso Pump in the episode Where the Wild Things Are and at Home in the Yoko Factor. The song I've Got a Theory features numerous references to previous episodes. Will suggests that some kid is dreaming, a reference to the events of Nightmares. At the time, Joss said, "Dreams? That would be a musical comedy version of this. Nightmares. Our nightmares are coming true." With this theory about evil witches, Xander could have heard of Catherine Madison, whom they had to face in Witch. Anya blames bunnies, reinforcing fear of bunnies introduced in Fear itself. Buffy sings I've Died Twice, referring to the season finale's Prophecy Girl and the Gift. In her song about bunnies, which rhymes her, Anya sings, "Why do they need such good eyesight for anyway?" Will says something very similar to spiders. What do they need only legs for anyway, in Nightmares? Anya's line, "His penis got diseases from a Chumash tribe," refers to when a Native American vengeance spirit infected Xander with the cornucopia of various diseases, including syphilis, in the episode Pangs. Anya references Xander's beady eyes again in the episode Entropy. Dawn ends the song, something to sing about, by saying, "The hardest thing in this world is to live in it." Buffy uses the same line when saying goodbye to Dawn in The Gift. After Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, this episode marks the sixth time Xander unintentionally causes troubles by using magic. Buffy finally reveals the truth about actually being in heaven to everyone, albeit after being forced to do so by Sweet. Before this, Spike is the only one to know that Scoops had pulled her out of heaven with a resurrection spell, being told so in the episode Afterlife. It's the third time Buffy kisses Spike after something blue, an intervention. In Selfless, there are extended flashbacks to this episode. Anya and Xander reference an early song involving coconuts, and Anya sings about wanting to become Mrs. Shearsman is singing that he got mustard on his favorite shirt, providing backstory for the mustard song. There's a suggestion used in Under Your Spell between the outside and the bedroom. It's very similar to Will's transportation spell used in Two to Go. Oh, interesting. So let's take a look at some production notes. At 15 minutes, this is the longest episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Even with shortened opening credits, it's so much longer than the usual 42 minutes. Just when it comes, the network graciously allowed him to run past the regular hour. The deleted scenes from the 42-minute syndicated version included the morning scene before Buffy's patrol, the end of the I've Got a Theory song, and parts of the dialogue between Sweet, Buffy, and Dawn, including Dawn's repetition of the line from The Gift. This is the only episode shown in the U.S. in the widescreen format used for seasons 4 through 7. Choreographer Adam Shankman and assistant choreographer Mama Fletcher appeared dancing in the background after the song The Parking Ticket. Writer and producer Marty Noxon can be seen singing and acting as the parking ticket girl. Tim Fury also cameos in the episode as the Mustard Man. Fury started his career in musical comedy, also appeared in the Angel episode Smile Time. The scene for Under Your Spell was filmed in the Kenneth Hahn Park in Los Angeles. Buffy's line, "Dawn's in trouble, must be Tuesday," is a reference to Buffy on Tuesday nights on UPN. Buffy also aired on Tuesday nights on the WB for the majority of its run. The Master Suites minions were not done by the Buffy studio makeup department, but by an outside company, Harlow Effects. The Master made of fiberglass that contained animatronic components. To keep up with the fact that the musical is an episode, the Unit Enemy Logo Monster says the signature line in a sing-song voice. Huh, interesting. So let's take a look at some broadcast notes. The original airing of Once More Feeling had an audience of 3.4 million households. The scene featuring the musical number Under Your Spell was viewed as pornographic by countries such as the Philippines and China and edited out. Despite the series being dubbed in various languages, only the French version translated and dubbed the songs in this episode instead of keeping the original singing voices. Now let's take a look at a deleted scene. One line was cut about Sweet and Buffy. Giles, what does he want? Henchman, her, plus chaos and insanity, people burning up. That's more big picture stuff. And now finally, let's take a look at some pop culture references. One of the lines in Going Through the Motions references the song It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing when Buffy sings, You'll find this fight just doesn't mean a thing, and the vampire she punches finishes, She ain't got that swing. Xander's line, Respect the cruller and tame the donut. It's a reference to a similar line from the film Magnolia. I'll Never Tell also references the song You're Just Tutu from High School from Let's Girls by Cole Porter. Both songs have a very similar filming style, to people dancing around the living room, and content, a couple somewhat fictitiously discussing each other's good and bad points. And it features one direct reference, Anya's line, Look at me, I'm dancing crazy, as also said by actress Kate Kendall in the original song, in one of the cases during the song's dance breaks. Anya compares herself with newscaster David Brinkley. Spike tells Buffy he's seen a 600-pound Shirago demon making like Yuma Sumac, in reference the legendary Peruvian soprano. Tara makes reference to Michael Flatley's Lord of the Dance when she says to Dawn, Willow said they have a lead on whole musical extravaganza evil. This demon can be summoned, some sort of Lord of the Dance. Oh, but not the scary one, just a demon. The fire uses counts from the memory spells revealed to be Lethi's bramble. Lethe is Greek for forgetfulness, and is one of the 5 rivers in Hades, causing forgetfulness to no who drink it. Spike's line, finish the big group sing. Get your kumbayayas out. It's a reference to the song Kumbaya and the Rolling Stones album Get Your Yayas Out. At the end of the episode, Spike says to Buffy, The day you suss out what you want will probably be a parade. 76 bloody trombones. It's references on 76 trombones from the musical The Music Man. Spike says about the public henchman, someday he'll be a real boy, referring to the character Pinocchio and the wooden puppet's dream of becoming human. And now finally, let's take a look at some goofs. Xander's line, respect the cruller and tame the donut, does not respect the cruller. He has a twist donut and a cake donut in his hand, not a cruller. Scottzilla portrayed the tap dancing victim, but he was miscredited as henchman. At the Bronx, when Buffy sings in every single verse, Ember Benson accidentally bumps into a support beam. In the next shot, she can be seen laughing and hiding behind the beam. In the first chorus of the song, Buffy sings, I will walk through the fire, but it's clear to say, and I will walk through the fire. After I'll Never Tell, during the scene with Giles, Anya, and Xander, the camera crew are visible reflected windows following them along the sidewalk. So I think this episode is pretty good, and I can understand why it's popular with some fans. So yeah. So overall, I give Once More with Feeling 5 vampire steaks out of 5. When I tune in a bit, so we tune next episode, Tabula Rasa. So until then, here endeth the lesson.